Moskov, can he flex over Owl or Owl on this Beatrix? He's gonna show, I'm the silent killer of Blacklist International. We're going into game number 2, Onic against Blacklist.
Blacklist surely have a chance to destroy that win streak. 26 it was, but against the Franco, a hero that we've seen so many times, always prio ban. It's been literally their demise.
And Kiba has been so good at this hero. Well, I guess it's because of the fact that Onic really knows how to utilize its kit. Like, it's not only just about the burst, it's about influence. And the way that you're checking all of those bushes, make it so the Blacklist will have to hide all the time. They cannot position themselves well. One thing that's good, though, this is Novaria and Valentina, a Blacklist special. Yue is so good with this hero. Good ultimates to take away from Onic, like the Eve ultimate and the Bane ultimate.
Here's the thing, man. Looking at the lineup from Blacklist, again, you were talking about Yue can take quite a lot of ultimates. I'm actually looking at the range difference here because Blacklist and Onic are actually, in terms of range, Blacklist is crazy. Can Joy really pressure Blacklist if they're just baiting everything out? But CW, again, showing him stuff.
Yep.
Like, Keyboy is there, but that was kind of a 1v1.
Yeah.
This Moskov is going to be a big thing to Blacklist International because we mentioned earlier as well, Lafell, that in the gold lane, it really depends on skill. And it's about how much you understand the enemy hero. I don't know when Owl faced a Moskov last, but it is going to be very hard to understand the limits in this game alone.
Yeah. Here's the thing, man. The Moskov from CW, I want to see him how creative he can get because, again, Moskov to carry very short-range heroes. I wonder how he's going to approach the fights because, again, we're thinking Edward as well as Wise, they want to engage. How is he gonna approach that? Just counter-engage or let them do their thing and then just like, you know, I'm just going to go to the back line?
Yeah, just going to be farming and then you start to split the map. And then when you do engage, you make sure that you are going onto the heroes from the front line. So to answer your question, Wise is not going to have a good time because of this Moskov. So they have to be careful here for Blacklist International.
Well, let's see right now. Kyrie's on the Bane down below. CW is going for the kill right now. It might be a solo kill down below. CW picks it up, but it's going to be the Beatrix still alive here in the turtle side. Edward flickers forward with a penalty zone, and Blacklist International, they strike first.
Okay, here's the thing. A lot was going on. Good job, Mirko, actually catching both fights. CW 1v1 against Owl, winning that out. So, okay, that's already amazing for him. But the thing is, Blacklist International, they were able to secure the turtle. Whoa, I got to ask you, man, in this kind of situation, which one got out of that winning the trade?
Definitely the gold laner. Yeah, Onic winning the gold lane, and then of course that is solo kill for Chewe. That's a lot of boost, like 700 gold ahead with corrosion side. Before 3 minutes.
Okay, now again, looking at the situation, I gotta ask you, Marco, how does it feel starting the lane having this kind of lead?
It's a great lane because in the gold lane, especially if you have someone like Keyboy just hovering over this lane, CW is gonna freeze it constantly. Owl has to use all of his skills to get a minion, has to swap between a lot of different guns, and thinking about all that, it really puts on the pressure for you.
All right, now I gotta ask Wolf. Blacklist, they gotta start pressuring, man. But where is it? The XP? Is it the gold? Is it the mid?
Definitely the gold. I don't think that they should be allowing this to happen. You can say explain that's gonna be Edward. There's no way for them to take out the Joy, so it's gold.
But that's rage. Wow, Keyboy flickers out. Bruce Passion popped in as well, but that's CW with the Spear of Misery gets him out. Spear of Vengeance as well, all the way in the back just to get that wave pushing in.
Okay, you know what? Good call on that, making sure that they go for the gold lane. But again, expertly played by Onic, making sure that no one was really caught. Oh, but now Sans
flickers out, penalty zone brings it back for a bit, but the RWM, that's the anti-CC. Sans loves using it just to defend, and it also helps him clear the wave.
Yeah, the idea that the idea always for the Beatrix, if you want to go for the Bennett's Reach play, there has to be some sort of lockdown. Surely they have Edward with a Terizla, but they don't have like a hard lockdown like a Franco, for example, or maybe a Kaja. That's why you saw Keyboy was able to just flicker out of there.
Okay, no penalty zone for Edward. This might be big now. Deadly catch coming down. Kyrie wins out the Retribution battles. Wise walks back up and taunt. Keyboy gonna be taken low. Now he finds Iron Hook, but he only brings him back for the range of the Appraiser's Wrath to take him down. CW with the Inspire already. Boost now jumping to the back line with the rhythm. Does he get enough? The Vengeance! What? That shouldn't have worked, but it did for Captain Boots.
Dude, I would have sworn he would have just died. That wouldn't have looked as cool. But he actually got a kill, and now you and Oh My Venus, are they going to go for it? Oh My Venus, you don't have a lot of mana, and it looks like no, they're not going to push their luck here, Wolf.
Yeah, expect the Valentina to go up against the Joy all the time. That's why the answer for Blacklist's first pick is Valentina because of the damage. But my oh my boots, just because of the vengeance, and I think that Edward kind of also autoed. Thinking that he will survive after that vengeance coming out from Boots might be a bad call coming out from Blacklist International. And of course, the cooldown from Boots was there, and that Captain Boots, even after he died, he gave so much to Onic.
Onic started out pretty well, having a lead. But after that scuffle, now Blacklist has equalized it. For now, Boots as well as Edward, they're just kind of like, we're seeing each other, we're going to have this dance. But again, for now, Onic, they're getting pressure. Wise goes in on to Keyboy.
Yeah, but it's a good Spear of Misery to put him back. Blacklist International now with a very good objective take up top, putting more map pressure on.
Yeah. Now Blacklist International, they have woken up. The movements that you're looking at their composition, it's looking really good. And I think the answer is simple. To answer the Onic strategy, you just have to have more wave clear. In the previous game, they only have what? The Varia 1-1, not enough wave clear for sure. This time, they have Valentina, they have the Beatrix, they can move around much faster because they have the superior wave clear.
All right, now Owl just completed the Blade of Despair. I gotta ask Mirko, is this enough for Blacklist to say, you know what, we can take a few fights?
It's definitely a power spike, but as you can see, even Blacklist knows it. It's not enough yet because he is still behind. And CW has also hit a power spike. Golden Staff for Moskov, massive item. Second item as he finished up the Corrosion side. Real World Manipulation popped in very early, trying to chunk Kyrie down, and it does just that. Kyrie and Onic will be shoved away from this neutral objective, and Blacklist takes it for free.
I mean, here's the thing. I gotta say, in terms of the way Philippine teams have been playing, when they want to take objective, they don't care about using their skills. Speaking of skills, Boots is looking at Oh My Venus and it's like, you know what? You're looking very yummy right now, but Boots ain't gonna get that kill.
Oh, you see the way that they utilize the Varia ultimate extra hitbox. Even when you're outside of the copied real world manipulation, you still get stunned because technically there's a part of you that's still inside the box. That's actually that's something that I haven't seen before in Blacklist International. Thank you for showing us that.
Look at the siege though, beautifully played by Blacklist International, utilizing the Beatrix. If the Moskov can win in 1v1s, Beatrix certainly wins in shoves and sieges, and Blacklist are playing to their strengths. Meanwhile, Kyrie up top, a Spear of Misery, now a penalty zone. Kyrie gonna be caught right now. Does he have the deadly catch? Has to taunt to lock him out. Wise doing the damage, deadly catch throw now. Wise dashing forward, but Onic with a good disengage. Oh, almost a snipe down from Venus.
All right, gentlemen, for now, we can definitely see a slower game between Onic as well as Blacklist. Now, I gotta pose the question. Blacklist, they got a lot of rage. Onic, how are they realistically going to engage? Because I'm looking at Keyboy, and I kind of feel like his Iron Hook, the range ain't that far.
Yeah, it ain't that far. To answer your question, yes, they have to rely on Keyboy. Boots will have to be a supplement. Because of the presence of both Navaria as well as Valentina into the backlines, that's what he wanted to go for. He will not have a free reign over the backlines of Blacklist International. So you cannot do the actual typical Joy things in this comp against Blacklist International. So it has to be really a pickoff. That's Onic. They have to rely on their pickoffs before they're able to win a team fight against Blacklist.
Looking back at this, right, Blacklist, the way that this draft has, as we see it right now, it does seem like they don't care about the baits coming in from Coach Yeb, because it really looks like they just want to poke out Onic. It's like, yeah, you guys want to start fights. We are very peaceful. We don't want to fight, but we will damage you from afar. Because right now, Blacklist, they're just avoiding. If you guys want to come close, but we got to say, your HP is going to be very low before you even start anything. Keyboy, Kyrie, close to the Lord, and Edward is kind of zoning everyone away. I'm not sure if Onic can really go for this.
They don't want to go for it, it seems. They're just going here, trying to buy some time. Boots now jumping in, but give the retribution. Boots finds a kill somehow in the midst of it all. It's a miss from Venus. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, you can see the real world manipulation as well here in the topside river. CW might actually use this Inspire, but he doesn't even need to. He finds another turret, and it's still Onic with a different draft, but it's the banana split.
Yeah, it's like, you want to fight the Ube? Get another dessert. Banana split, and looks like Blacklist are like, oh, wait. Can't you guys come together?
Isn't this like Christmas for, I mean, me personally, but maybe for a lot of people out there? It's Blacklist versus Onic, Kyrie versus VWise, Ube versus the banana split. and I was there in its inception, the moment that it was, you know, battling against each other. Now we're seeing it. I am in it for a treat. And it's true. You wouldn't think that Onic would like to go for a split push because they don't have that X-Planer that kind of goes for it. But if you play that way, now, all of a sudden, you have an answer to the ultimate Monday experience.
You know what? This is beautiful because we're going to look at team fight going up against map manipulation. The Lord is going to march in. Onic, they're going to be here to defend. And Blacklist, I'm thinking, do they want to siege? Because they just cleared this very, very fast.
Yeah, if we said Vitrix, Navaria, Valentina has good clear, well, Onic have good clear too. Just the Yve and... Kyrie wants to go for this deadly catch. Owl might get solo here, but Keyboy finds an amazing pick on the back. And it's Venus who has the fall. Wise now looking for the taunt, not in range. Sans also just putting in that utility, that slow. You don't feel it much, but when you do, it just gets you out of range by a bit.
Wait, was I tunnel visioning? All of a sudden, how did Keyboy get there?
Yeah, it's just a flicker. And I think that, honestly, only Venus sacrificed herself for that.
Oh,
so that's good.
Vengeance! Boots versus the world! He takes everything on. Yue wants to chase him down right now with Rhythm as well. Boots should fall here, but it's going to be another turret. Tries to cancel out the recall with the Spear of Vengeance, but it's going to be a tier 2 once again. Onic!
It's just the split at this point. And yeah, Ome Venus died there. It looked like it was some sort of a weird interaction, but in a way, Ome Venus kind of fended for Owl. But the fact of the matter remains, Onic, they have regained composure. They have the Bane, as well as they have the Bane for the middle. They have Chewe, who's pushing onto the side lanes, and they also have Boots, making it so that the diversion is there for the split.
Sans did too much more than he could chew. That was one of the moments where the recalls did not help. Wise with the drive-by, dashing forward. Now the taunt though, that's a lot of damage placed onto Wise by CW. Keyboy barely missing a good dodge from Blacklist as they try their best now to push the pace.
Dude, I gotta say, he died before the fight even starts. Now the minion is here, and Blacklist, now we're starting to see their composition coming online. Big damages here coming from afar.
Yeah, you can see that Blacklist International are utilizing the counters to the Joy as well. Boots, as well as Sans, they are really suffering from this Valentina. 2-0 and 3, 5 out of 5. Yue was part of it. First pick coming up from Blacklist, I think it's well worth it. This might be the this might be the hero, the flavor of the series.
Okay, right now, look at the positioning of Onic as well as Blacklist. Moving towards the Lord. Boots is looking for a chance. Boots is going in.
With the Rhythm as well. Owl, though, forced to back away right now. Goes for the damage. It's a good peel. And Owl picks up the kill. Kyrie finds the red tree, though. Wise loses out. CW going to be able to dump out, but the real world manipulation locks him down in the penalty zone as well. Flicker committed by Edward. Owl had to use it earlier. 2-4-1. 2 kills for an objective.
Wow. With 2 kills, this means that Blacklist will be able to push. Yeah, surely they lost the Retribution, but my oh my, they will run through.
Keyboy as well, falling as Blacklist International come back online. 700 gold lead, sieging, pushing the pace.
Here's the thing, are we about to see a 1-1? Is this going to be the start of something good? Because the Lord is marching for Onic, but I kind of feel Blacklist kind of doesn't care.
I think the answer, you know, if there will be a 1-1 for Blacklist International, what the win condition is Lord fights. They have to win Lord team fights. And it doesn't mean that you get the Retribution onto the Lord. What it means is that around those Lord team fights, you have to win the trade. Like it's a 3-4-1, a 4-4-2. You have to lead by 2 heroes over the other so that you can push. I think that's the main win condition here for Blacklist International.
Fraser's Wrath committed early. Boots already with the Rhythm as well. Still saving the Vengeance as the mid lane should be pushed in. Edward spotted out. Mid lane taken down. Tier 1. Blacklist International able to micromanage up top as well. Both still no gold lead technically.
Right now, one at a time, Onic is dismantling the structures of Blacklist. Looking at the itemization for now, I gotta point out, Owl actually has an Athena shield, really respecting the damage coming in from Sans as well as Boots.
Yep, that's why when Boots went in for the backlines, he survived, and Boots would have thought that the one-hit factor was already there, but was punished afterwards. And just want to commend Yue once again, that Terrify that was able to hit onto Boots. Allowed them to really win the team fight afterwards.
Okay, whoa, you talked about Blacklist, their win condition. Onic, in this kind of situation, 14 minutes going into 50 minutes, the Lord is just going to get stronger and stronger. how is Onic supposed to play this banana split now?
Yeah, you should make sure that the long lane has been controlled. In this case, the long lane is the bottom lane because the Lord is up top. Make sure that Boots is always there, and he is. And now up top, you can wait for those minions to go down because you have the wave clear anyways, and it's actually more advantageous for you that there will be minions in there so that you control the map. You split it in a way that the long lane will be controlled by Boots, and then the turtle fight, you will go for heroes first before going on to the Lord.
Okay, so at this point, based on my understanding, you got to make sure the long lane, which is the bottom lane, again, we're seeing it here, Boots is controlling it well. And then in the fight with the Lord, it almost doesn't matter as long as you just control the heroes.
You can see the development of the slow push here for both side lanes. Boots chose to actually shove that wave because he's going to wait for it, I believe, and play and slow push it. Meanwhile here, the top side river, Kyrie's going to be slain. That's the immortality already. Made it out, Kai's down, but it's Rage. Beautiful pickup by Blacklist International. Bottom wave not cleared up just yet by Onic. That's a jungler down. Should be a free Lord for Blacklist. CW clearing out this mid wave. Now with a good spot on the back. Owl's going to be visible. Now it's going to be Flicker and Bloody Hunt. Now it's CW with a lot of damage placed down. Edward's immortality will fall. Boost in the back. He does some damage, but it's not going to be enough to take anyone down. Blacklist playing it well, but look at their HP bars. They're all low. CW and Sans versus the world. They're pulling the Lord back. They want to stop it from happening. Retribution going to be there, but there's going to be White pulled back. Not enough to steal the Lord. Still Blacklist secure it. That's Keyboy who falls, and Blacklist have played the team fight perfect.
And you can see you with the rookie for Blacklist International kind of getting into the programming of Blacklist International so well. He knew and understood his assignment. Whenever you see Kyrie, pop the ultimate, pop the Eve ultimate. That happened twice. In this particular time, this is important because they have gunned down Kyrie. He had help afterwards, but the fact of the matter remains, he knew that when he sees Kyrie, even just a pixel of this bane, you go on to that hero.
Right now, it looks like UA is a man on a mission, and he doesn't stray away from the mission. 3.6k gold lead for Blacklist. Looking at the wave flicker coming in from Onic, we've seen incredible ways, especially going up against Echo, where they can defend. But going up against Blacklist they got a lot of range. I'm not feeling too sure here. I'm not feeling too good. Oh my Venus. So far, it looks like Blacklist, they don't want to engage heavily. They still want to play this as slow as they can.
The wave there is just perfect right now for Onic. The fact that another Enhanced Lord just spawned in and it's just cleared out like nothing. But for, even the mid lane's not going to fall. Tier 2 still up. Boots, Divine Glaive this time. So respecting the Athena shield as well.
But then again, Blacklist are still getting the map macro because now they can go for pickups.
Whoa, Boots! Absolutely gets shredded down. Blacklist online, but wait, Wise steps up a bit too fast, a bit too far. CW with a shutdown. Real world manipulation popped down as well. Keyboy with a conceal. But Owl with a good spot, a good snipe. Oh, what? How? What? One more shot, CW finds it! What? How did Keyboy find the hook on Venus?
I gotta say, man, Keyboy has not been hitting a lot of those hooks. But at that moment, he got it. He tried it on Edward. He didn't. But now we can hear the crowd reinvigorated.
Wow.
Onic starting to find a very good spot in the map.
That's super bad for Blacklist.
Super bad. Super duper bad. They lost twice. They lost Venus. Oh my word!
Keyboy once again with a beautiful hook, forcing a DPZ, a defensive penalty zone. Shout out Leo.
DPZ. You don't want that. You don't want that. You want the OPZ. You want the offensive penalty zone, but it's not working. Well, at least in that moment, Keyboy finding treasure, finding gold. When Oh My Venus, I think that what happened was he was still into the wall, and then when he popped the Astral Sphere after the Astral Recall, he went down because that's the typical interaction. And the moment he went down, went towards the hook of Keyboy.
Here's the thing, man. The thing about the Franco, you can miss, like, I don't know, the first 10 minutes of your hooks.
I agree.
After that, the moment you get one, something changes in the players of Franco. After that point, they're a Franco god, and now we can see Keyboy starting to feel that Franco godness.
It kind of feels like the moment that you find your rhythm, it kind of feels like your hook has a magnet.
That's Rage, RWF, 2 big resources spent, and Kyrie is still alive. Wise walking in front. Keyboy trying to go for a real woman, blanks it. US! What? finds it. A beautiful pick for Blacklist. Now, though, they're going to go for it. A beautiful taunt from Wise. This might be an overcommitment from Onic, but it's going to be Wise taken down. Oh! Keyboard! Finds it! Boots in the back of the rhythm as well. Now after you wins the shutdown! A double! They get a double for the captain. Onic, how did they find a way in?
It was Keyboy all along, but then again, the fight already, I thought was already on the side of Onic. It was Yue to get the Lord for whatever reason. The flicker coming out from Suns with their RWM, that gave them the advantage, the territorial advantage. Wise cannot get out of the box, and they have the lockdown afterwards. Then Keyboy lands a good hook, boots up to the backlines. Onic really played that so well.
Wait, if they manage this well, they might actually end 10 seconds on Wise. How? One fight and turns it around. If anyways comes out, and Deadly catch as well. Edward to the penalty zone. Onic! Cambodian magic is the only thing I can use, the word, to describe how they won.
Did we just jinx ourselves? Did we just apply the curse? I was saying.
It's Onic magic.
It looked like a.
Wow.
It looked like it's